to the Lesson of the Week with yours truly, Sean Thunder Wallace. I'm a performer, composer, and professor of music at The Ohio State University. This weekly program is designed to inspire and inform the serious music student. We're all students here, so join me on the path of discovery as we learn together.
Here's the thing. If you say that you're going to do something and you don't follow through, the more you do that, the more you're going to get to the place where you don't trust yourself. And all of this is about trusting yourself. It's all about confidence, having the confidence that you can take something on difficult, that you can really deal with it. And so what you have to learn how to do is to set a pace that is challenging, but doesn't cause you to continually to fall on your face over and over and over, just like, just bludgeoning yourself like over and over, ridiculous clip. Falling every once in a while is normal and is, and it's just part of it. But establishing a pace where you can have no success because the markers are too far apart is only going to cause you not to trust that you can deal with something that's difficult over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then I guess the question is, how do you find success in that whole? How do you set yourself up for success? If your desires are beyond what you would consider to be a success, like, how do you be like? How can you be like, oh, that's cool, man, I did good on that? But deep down, you don't really feel like that was where it was at.
You have to be realistic and reasonable with your short-term and intermediate goals, and your long-term goals.
Yeah.
You have to be reasonable with those. Those can't be goals that are not achievable. And you have to be satisfied to the extent that you've accomplished a goal. Not overall satisfied. I'm never satisfied. I don't like anything I just played. I don't like most of the stuff I played over there either.
Yeah.
I'm never satisfied. And you're not going to be satisfied. That's good. That means that means that you're hungry, that you're trying to get better.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. But just don't let it eat you.
Right.
Eat you alive. That's actually, sometimes that's one of the things that drives musicians to abusing women and drugs and everything else, is because they can't take that, they haven't learned how to balance that passion, and the thing about getting to a state of dispassion, like I was talking about in that lesson, it's not taking your heart out. It's not like removing all desire for you to do anything. No. It's getting yourself to the point where you still greatly desire things. It's not that you don't care. Absolutely you care. It's that you're in control. You're not being controlled by stuff that's pulling you in this direction and pulling you in that direction. You can call the shots. You can say, I'm trying to deal with this, and I'm going to deal with this until it's right, and then I'm going to move on to something else. And it's because I can do that. Rather, it's not because I can do that. It's not because I can't do something else. It's because I choose to do this. It's all about choosing something.
Yeah.
Not allowing stuff to choose you, but you being the person making the choices. And if you're the person making the choices and you're making systematic and incremental improvement, people look at me and they think, oh man, you got all this stuff happening, man, you can play all this stuff, and it's like, how did you can play all these acts and you do all this, and you look at your schedule, how you do all this stuff. People, it's like they do like this, and I'm like, look, I'm like everybody else. All I did was I figured that, look, I need to take one step at a time. I just got tired of being the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
I said, look, but I knew that I couldn't just take off and sprint towards where I was going, because I was going to lose gas. So I was like, let me just take one step every day, make some kind of improvement in myself, and my, as a as a person, as a musician. Let me just try to take care of myself so that I can continue at the same pace without burning out. I've burned out a few times. Had like serious burnouts.
Yeah.
And so I had to learn how to balance stuff and find a pace that I could sustain, but that was fast enough, a rigorous enough pace to keep me from being lazy. And keep me from, atrophying and stuff, and make sure that I'm still covering ground and challenging myself and all that kind of stuff. And it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
What pace that you can go to. And that's the part I can't answer for you.
Right.
But at least, from having like an idea, like logging your practice, having a specific schedule where you're kind of doing things in a similar time of the day, all of that kind of stuff can help you to develop over time that kind of routine that'll help you to continue to make systematic steps every day. But so it's like if after you've been taking a step every day for like 2 years or for 3 years and other cats ain't doing nothing, then it looks like you're way down the street.
Yeah.
You way in front of them, but you're not really that far in front of them.
Yeah.
You just decided, I'm just going to do this one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. So try not to focus on the hundreds of things.
Yeah.
You can write the hundreds of things down, but try to focus on just the one thing at a time and allow yourself to be happy, and satisfied
Yeah,
with.
knowing that you're taking a step towards everything, but you have to deal with one at a time, otherwise
You go crazy. You go crazy. It's just going to hurt. I mean, it's just going to end up causing so much pain